is up, everybody? We are back here with another episode of the Dynasty Pylon. I'm Mark. I got Bryan here with me today. How's it going?
What's up? Yeah, feeling good. I wanted to go see Barbie again. That's why I got a pink shirt again on.
I saw Barbie as well.
No. This is my second time seeing Barbie.
I know. I got that. But I have to say, I actually got to see a movie.
And I know, for you to go see a movie, that's a big deal.
Right?
That's awesome.
So, all right. So today, we already did each division. So now we decided we'd go ahead and up it a little bit and go with the conferences, starting with AFC this week. And the next week, we'll tackle the NFC. We're going to go ahead and add quarterbacks this time because obviously with it being an entire conference, quarterbacks won't be an issue this time. So that's cool. And then after the conferences, we'll do a mock draft with just everybody. So that should be fun. Working our way up.
It makes sense because, I know for the redrafters, and I know a lot of times you're going to have redrafts coming in now.
Martin's like, I like it. You're right.
I mean, you have your draft around the corner. Everyone's thinking about how you're going to do these things. What drafting order you really think about these guys? I mean, especially with these new contracts coming out, how does that affect things? Quarterbacks taking less money, does that affect where you draft someone? For a 1-year deal, I mean, that could change at a drop of a hat.
Right.
So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff you got to talk about. I mean, running backs.
Yeah. Oh, I know. That's a big hot issue right now.
Woo, man.
I mean, you got Colts owner Jim Irsay saying it's inappropriate for them to meet via Zoom to talk about their situation.
He said that's collusion.
Right? But it's not collusion. It's not like they're talking with other team representatives. They're talking amongst themselves. They're allowed to do that. They're part of the Players Association. They can talk to each other.
Irsay doesn't like that. It's like, whoa. I don't want you talking to him. That doesn't make any sense. We're all players. Right? What are you talking about, man?
Right.
And then Saquon was like, yeah, that extra $900,000, I like it.
Yeah, so I thought that was weird too, but I read something. You know what he did, right?
What did he do?
He protected himself for next year.
Mm-hmm.
So if he was to get franchise tagged again, the minimum will be $14 million or like 13.9 something, but roughly $14 million.
His average annual value goes up too. I mean, and once again, I think I talked about this in our for our dynasty league. When you can't control what the owners are going to do.
I mean, if you want to, I wouldn't recommend it. That dude's in a lot of trouble.
I wouldn't even touch him with a 10-foot pole. I'd be like, all right, well, I mean, you can.
Even if he signs with the team, I still wouldn't touch him.
I mean, you go ahead. It still won't matter. He won't play.
Exactly. I heard he is basically going to get suspended if he does sign with the team.
I think he should get suspended anyway. And it won't start until
he signs.
Yeah.
Yeah, his situation's pretty nasty. Paying somebody to not bring it up. To like hush it away, basically. Started with $800,000, upped it to $1 million.
And then they have all the contact information. Everyone has all the proof.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you did it wrong. Whatever you did it wrong.
Right. Yeah, that was not a good look, man. To say the least.
All right. What news do we have? So I was talking about the Rodgers deal. So Aaron Rodgers has taken a $35 million pay cut in his Jets deal. So basically, he has signed a 2-year deal. He signed a 2-year deal for $75 million, fully guaranteed. He was due to make almost $110 million in guarantees over the next 2 years of his contract. This large pay cut allows the Jets to be able to have flexibility to sign other people. If they don't have a good team this year, they can have a good team next year. Rodgers is trying to find a way to go out on top. Because no one remembers when you won your Super Bowls. We talk about Peyton Manning. He won 2 Super Bowls. We didn't talk about when or how, or he was with his left hand. It's only about that he won them. So that's why Aaron Rodgers is trying to go out on top, and he's trying to give the team flexibility in order to sign these people. So
I also feel like it's also one last little FU salute to the Green Bay Packers. Because towards the end of his Packers, he was like, "No, I want $50+ million. Nope, I earned my money." And then all of a sudden, he gets traded, and he's like, "Oh, take whatever you want. I want to make sure we win. That's what's most important. I've already made my money." Like, you gotta think, like,
that's awesome. That's so awesome. It makes me smile. You know,
Right.
it's anytime the Packers get left over, it makes me smile. Oh man, that's a huge pay cut. That's a starting wide receiver. I mean, that's a lot of money. So he'll receive $35 million roster bonus in 4 days, plus $1.8 million salary in 2023. And his 2024 salary is $38.2 million. So that saves him a lot of money instead of the $58.3 million it could have been. That's awesome.
That's significant. Like you're not wrong. That's literally like 2 to 3 top tier players that they could bring in, or even just good players to help solidify the rest of the team.
Yep.
That's nuts.
Man, I don't know. And then we got you heard about Zeke wishing Pollard good luck.
I just saw that. Yep.
That's just
Zeke testing Pollard. Good luck, man.
Now that everyone says it's impossible for him to get back with Cowboys, I'm surprised that no one needs Zeke.
Yeah, I find that interesting because I could have sworn I saw the big rumor was he was going to re-sign with him,
and it doesn't look like it's going to happen now.
I guess that's not happening.
No one wants to pay a. They don't want to pay regular quarterbacks, regular running backs, so they definitely want to play an old one.
Right.
That's what it is.
But you still know, like, at least in the 20s, he would still dominate, I think.
I agree.
You give him the ball inside the 20, he's guaranteed to get you close, if not in the end zone, almost every time.
Most definitely.
That was the one thing I hated the most. I was like, Pollard would get him to like the 18, and then all of a sudden I'm like,
here comes the touchdown vulture. He's welcome.
Cool.
Yeah, come. Don't worry.
Like, gets toed tackled onto the 1 yard line, and I'm like, dang it.
Zeke's like, I'm on my way.
Right? But just let him in.
That's so funny because he always came in and it was one play. He was like one hit or quit, and I'm ready.
Right. So I have to see if Pollard can handle the load by himself.
I don't know.
I think he'll be fine.
I think you're going to need some help, but whatever. We'll see. Yeah, At least Pollard's going to be really good for the beginning of the year. That's what's going to be a fact.
We had our first rookie, I think, named the starting QB.
Well, it was a no-brainer.
Frank Wright came out and was like, Young Dalton. Young, you're my starting quarterback.
He was like, Young, what's his name? Young, what's his name?
Right.
I'm going to go Young. I mean, you know what? With a team that if you don't think you're going to have a lot of success, but you have people that could block for him at least, then why not put your young quarterback out there? He's going to learn on the job, and he's probably a better option, honestly. Andy Dalton doesn't do anything for me. Him being the Bears quarterback.
He's clearly more mobile. Which, I mean, with their offensive line, I don't know. I mean, anything's more mobile than Andy Dalton.
I was about to say, I saw a board, a wooden board that was pretty mobile, more mobile than Andy Dalton. It fell down. It's just.
But I don't know. I also don't think Bryce Young is your typical rookie quarterback either.
Exactly.
Like,
you know what?
He's smart. He knows what he's doing.
Yep. And everyone's talking about, worried about him getting hurt, but you probably want to use him when he's young right now. This is the time.
Right. Exactly. Because, like, if he is going to get hurt, he's not like, let me bench him for 2 years so I can only use him for 2 years.
Exactly.
Put him in now. I think he could do it. I think he should be fine.
I think he'll be good. Actually, I think if anyone draft him in a dynasty draft, playing him early. I don't know if I would even Texas squad him. Because he might score you a lot of points.
I think he'd be valuable QB2 for sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I mean, depending on certain matchups, you might even be like, depending on your starter. I mean, obviously, you have Patrick Mahomes. I don't think you're really going to be like, who should I start today? But, I mean, there are certain matchups. If you have, like I have Jared Goff. If I had Young, there might be some matchup where I'm like, I'm going to put Young in there.
It makes sense. It makes perfect sense.
Like, Young's playing the Vikings? Throw him in there. Probably going to go off on that defense.
Oh, man. All right. So we do have our sleeper draft that's going to happen. We're probably going to start in a couple of minutes.
I should probably get in there now.
So, yeah, we would love for you to jump in there, Mark. Yeah. And I'm going to put it on here, put it on our comments so you guys can see it. And just jump in. We have 3 spots remaining. Hopefully, it'll be 2 in a second when Mark jumps in. So let's get it all in so we'll be ready. And what up, Rasta? How's it going, Anthony? You driving home again?
Yeah, you want to get it? It's just AFC. It should be easier.
It's real easy. You don't have to think about it now.
Just as long as they're not in the NFC, you know? You got this.
Which most of the great players are in the AFC, honestly.
Oh, we got Martin here. Sweet.
I know. I saw it. I was like, look at it.
Oh, we got Roadrunner. We got Anthony in here. Nice.
So did y'all get my invites? I surely did not.
What invites?
I would say, yeah, I'm driving, but dang.
That's like, maybe.
Yeah. Put a queue together. Pull over, put a queue together, and just auto draft.
Right.
I will never tell you to do it.
I did get an invite, actually.
What is this? I just said no, and then all of a sudden when we look at it, like, oh yeah.
Sent a mock draft tournament.
Ooh, that sounds
4 hours ago. Might have to check that out. Yeah, I've really been on sleeper today.
Every time it's your draft turn, just pull over. You'll be good. Yeah, I got you.
And I am feeling much better. Thank you, by the way. Appreciate that. That was pretty touch and go there for a little bit. Like the worst 2 days of my life.
Hey, that's what happens. I mean, everyone had the barbecue and all this stuff, and next you know.
Right. Well, it's crazy because we all got, well, except for my older sister, but we all got sick. So, like, obviously something was.
Hey, Anthony.
Martin says, yeah, what invite?
I got it. We're good. That's all that matters.
Get an invite. Uh-oh.
You're fine. Said, Mark, glad you're in cell range. Check your sleeper DM, man.
Right. All right. You literally like loaded for a second. I was like, oh no.
That'd been all you did too on my side.
Oh, did I? Oh, yeah. Cool. All right, cool. There must have been like a glitch in the matrix, I guess. I thought I was about to crash or something. I was literally like, oh no.
Deja vu. You know, deja vu happened.
Right. I was like, oh, nope, I'm about to lose internet. Something's about to happen. That's never good. When it literally did it for like a half a second and then popped back. And I was like, oh.
All right. What do you think about Justin Herbert's deal?
What was, I know it was like 262. I didn't see the length.
It's 5-year, 262.5. So he is, I mean, he average value of $52.5 million, something like that. He's now the signed the highest quarterback, AVG. So that's pretty good.
I think it'll only be that until Burrow gets his.
Yeah, but you know what? I think it's smart for these teams. Remember we were talking about this. I'm telling you, though they have a year left, no one waits to that 5th year. No one's going to wait to the 5th year. They're going to sign these guys early.
Well, not just that, but they're doing it before the 4th year even starts.
Exactly, but that's
they did it with Murray. They did it with Josh Allen was like one of the first ones.
Because
that's what you have to do now.
Your worry is that they go into that 4th year, and then all of a sudden something happens and the average value goes up another $20 million. If you sign them now, you know where it's going to be. All right, $50 million is where we are. But if you wait 2 years and it's $75 million, you're in trouble.
Right. And then he says every time it's your turn, pull up.
That's right. Hey, signal, hazard lights, we're good to go. So I sent it to the cell. We're cool like that.
And said, I might have yours from one time you joined this show. And then he goes, Mark doesn't like me. He's keeping me at an arm's distance. No, that's not true.
See, I was only on the show like 2 times maybe, and he has mine.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said I might have. Well, he said maybe for you, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I already have his invite too.
Oh, I got it too. I just saw it right now.
You were like, yeah. He looks at it. He didn't respond. He didn't touch it.
Oh,
He
I'm
didn't say
doing the
anything.
show. You can't be. What was the last? There was one other thing in news.
I mean, Joe Burrow did say he's not rushing to have his own deal, especially even though Herbert's went through. He's not in a rush. And you know why he's not in a rush? There's one big reason. Because he's realizing the numbers just don't add up. You cannot keep T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, and have anyone left and then take your money. It just doesn't add up. He's starting to realize it. And he's like, I'll just wait. See how long this could go.
Do you think he's weighing his options? Do you think he's do you think there's certain people out there who are like prefer to have like a team intact versus getting their own money?
I think that he would think that, and everyone in his family says, go get your money first.
Right.
And the truth is that you being as young as you are,
there's no guarantees.
You don't know what's going to happen. You could do something stupid. You could get in a car accident. Anything could happen, and that money's gone.
Exactly. You get hit by a jet ski. Like poor Naheem Hines.
I was like, Naheem Hines.
I saw that. I was like, oh my God. He's apparently was like in the ICU for a little bit too.
Yeah.
It could have been worse.
I mean,
imagine and he wasn't moving. He was just sitting there. And then someone hit him.
Like he was like, first I saw it, I was like, what was he doing on jet skis? And then I realized he wasn't on jet skis. He just got hit by a jet ski. Like, what?
Well, no, he was on a jet ski, but he wasn't moving.
Oh, I thought he was on a boat, and then the jet ski is the one that hit him.
No, he was in the water on a jet ski, and then another jet ski just slammed right into him.
I mean, you got to keep your head on a swivel. Isn't that kind of what they tell you?
Right. Oh, there was one last piece of news. I want to get your opinion on this. Apparently, Chase came out, Claypool was perception of work ethic is not reality.
Okay. So... Well, here's the thing. So I know for a fact that before he hurt his knee, he was out actually this spring working out with Justin Fields in Florida, working on his route running and his concepts of the playbook and all that stuff, which is great. The problem is you have to be able to do that all year round. You need to be able to answer the bell all the time. The best ability is availability, not just being 6'4", 230 pounds and running a 4.4 40 from the slot position. If you can't be available, it doesn't matter. So I don't think his work ethic is a problem. I think that he didn't take it seriously enough at the beginning, and now he's starting to realize it. That's what I'm thinking.
Gotcha. Okay, I would see that.
But he has to have a good year. He's going to his contract year. This is it for him. And we were gonna get to it. That's like going to be our last thing was all the contract extensions for non-running back position players. Exactly. I couldn't believe it. I was like, man, we Cole Kmet. That's a big contract.
Speaking of receivers who have like issues kind of like that, Kadarius Toney already hurt.
As soon as I saw Kadarius Toney, I was like, man, really?
I'm like, man, that guy, I swear.
And they said he might be ready by the start of week 1. Like really, guys.
Andy Reid did not seem very hopeful when he was talking about it. So we'll see. I was like, God, that guy.
I mean, it's Justin Ross, man. Week 1, Justin Ross is going to get 2 touchdowns. Watch.
I called it for the beginning. I said, watch this kid, Justin Ross. Now you're hearing those reports that he has the best hands in camp.
Yep.
He's the fastest guy in camp. I'm like, so mad I wasn't able to get him in our draft. So mad.
Who knew? Idea. Who knew? I mean, guess you.
I said it like before. I was like, hey, this Justin Ross kid. I said it. I brought him up. I brought him up when we did the Chiefs breakdown too.
And you know what? He might end up at the beginning of the season having a lot of touchdowns because Pat Mahomes spreads that ball around.
He does. Well, the thing about Justin Ross, though, is he was actually a highly touted receiver coming out of high school going into college. And he was at USC. And then he got hurt.
Oh, that's all it takes.
And then he missed his last year at USC, or last 2 years at USC. And then he was an undrafted rookie signing by the Chiefs. And then he got hurt his rookie year. So he had like 3 straight years of not playing football. But I mean, when you're as fast as he can be before he got hurt and you're 6'4",
yeah,
scary. Like you said with Claypool,
that's what you can't teach that. You just really can't. So okay.
He said F it, I
After I
joined.
joined.
What
Yeah,
division
so
again? Yeah, just all AFC teams. As long as they're in the AFC, they're good.
anyone in the AFC is no big questions, no big problems.
And we are doing quarterbacks today.
Yes, with a quarterback. They said
Trey Lance looked good in camp. Then I heard Purdy will be ready for camp. So bye Trey Lance.
It was like the first, like, hey, Trey Lance is going to be great. And then they said Purdy will be available day one of camp. So that's like the next tweet. I was like, all right. I guess that's how it goes. With that.
My new QB too. I got to have somebody healthy.
Yeah, right. Purdy's going to be good. I think he's going to be there for a while. I don't know if he's going to be a starter, but he'll be there for a while.
What that's supposed to mean?
I don't know. I feel like if they don't do well one season, they'll just draft a quarterback, and then that quarterback would be great. So I don't know.
I think with Shanahan though, he'll be fun. He just needs to not get hurt.
Which is a big easy.
It's a big if, yeah.
Especially with that right tackle. I do worry about the right tackle still. Okay, let's talk about Chicago Bears. Cole Kmet. So
right, when you do that, I have to reset my computer. It went blank. I see nothing.
Oh no. Okay. Well, while we say bye to Mark.
Yep, bye.
Now guess what, guys? It's all me. Now we're in trouble. Because now we're gonna have another one of the Panda Grizzly show, basically. So the Chicago Bears signed tight end Cole Kmet to a 4-year, $50 million contract extension. So that was ahead of the first practice today. The deal includes a $32.8 million guarantee and $20 million in new first-year cash. Gets his money immediately. So that his average value puts him right around 8th or 9th among the top 10 tight ends, which he's probably is. You know, that makes sense. So his annual value is tied with New England for 9th among tight ends, while the 32.8 guarantee is 5th among the position. So he's young, so that makes sense. So I have no problem with that. But yeah, that was the first one we did. So we could give money to tight ends, but we still can't get an edge rusher. I don't know. And Ngakoue is telling me he wants to be part of the team. Now we're talking about Justin. Is it Justin Smith? I feel like is that for the Ravens? He said they're in talks with him. We're talking about trying to get your guy still. Not 2 first-round picks.
Well, apparently that was trending, but then everywhere I looked said that you guys had like the lowest chance to get him.
But because we're not going to give him anything.
I saw something and I was like, if that happens, like, no, it's over.
So
I saw the 49ers were a top chance to get him. I was like, okay, they don't need freaking Bosa on one side, Chase on the other.
They don't even have high draft picks. They don't have any draft picks. Between McCaffrey and Trey Lance, they don't have draft picks. So wherever side you're looking at, that doesn't make any sense.
I don't even think McCaffrey cost my first though.
Exactly, but Purdy did all the first, right? And then and now we got McCaffrey took the seconds and thirds, right? So like they don't have draft picks.
I see what you're saying.
It's like unless you're taking a 4th or a conditional 5th for Chase Young.
2026 first round pick.
It's gonna be a 2027. That's what it's gonna take.
It'll be 2027 first round pick, and they'll be like, we won 3 Super Bowls, so we're good.
Yeah, it balances out. That works.
I don't know. I just thought it was funny. And then Anthony says, just don't end the show early. No.
So, and I'm bad. All right, we have one more position, guys. One more waiting. I need one more person to jump in. Here's our sleeper address. Just jump in real quick. Claim the team, and then we'll get started. I really want to start on it within the next 4 minutes. So if I have to go get Tank, I will go get him.
So ESPN released their first power rankings of the year.
That's kind of early because nothing's happened. Okay.
Can you guess who number 1 is?
I actually wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I see the Chiefs, but I wouldn't be surprised the Eagles were number 1.
It is the Eagles. notes.
Yeah.
100 being the best. I don't know how it says. So they have different categories, but it says overall score of a 94.1 out of 100. That's nuts. With overall roster minus QB, they got a 97. Quarterback got a 94.7. Coaching only got
quarterback got a 94.7.
Yeah. Coaching got an 89.7. The draft only got an 89.3, and then the front office got a 98. So it's at an average of 94.1.
A quarterback 94.7. Okay. You lost me.
I don't know what to tell you.
All right, you lost me now. I don't know. Okay.
Chiefs were 2.
I can see the Chiefs.
Their quarterback was 100.
Yeah, I mean, like literally, the whole ranking should start at whatever he is. That's the 100.
So their overall roster minus QB was only 89.7.
That makes sense.
Quarterback was 100. Coaching was 99.3.
Yep.
Draft was 87.7, and then front office is 89.7.
So there's a 10-point difference between Andy Reid and Shanahan. Okay, but there's only a 5% chance between Purdy and Mahomes. Okay.
Shanahan.
I mean,
Sirianni.
Sirianni. I'm sorry.
I was like, Shanahan.
Yes. But even Sirianni and Andy Reid, and then there's only a 5% chance change between Mahomes and Purdy.
No, Hurts. It's the Eagles.
Oh, I'm thinking the 40. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. Okay,
you really got like
okay.
confused right now.
I'm like, what is going on?
You're like Purdy, Shanahan. Who's
okay, now Hurts.
49ers?
Hurts, I agree. Never mind. Hurts, I agree. Okay, I can see that.
Oh, that's a shock.
What? Who's 3?
Cincinnati Bengals.
That's not a shock at all.
I think it's a shock just because I would have thought the 49ers. Oh, great. 49ers aren't even 4?
Yeah, I mean, because they have a problem at quarterback.
They have overall roster minus the QB at 91.7.
Okay.
Quarterback is at 96.7. Coaching is 89.7. Draft is 85.3. And then front office is 89.7.
Okay.
Ravens, 4th. Bills, tied for 4th. The Seahawks are 6th. The Seahawks?
Really? Are you sure?
God. Well, it's only because they have the draft at 92.3, which is first.
But the Eagles had the best draft, but I guess, the next one would be, probably. I can see it. I think about it. I can see it.
Asking us. The Browns
at 9.5, yeah.
And then, 49ers were 12.5.
12.5, yep.
If you want to add yours in there and change them, that's fine. But like you said, we can talk after the show too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is what we had. Oh, interesting. Overall roster minus QB for the Seahawks was 85.
Okay.
Quarterback is 80.7. Coaching, 84. That seems kind of low for me on the coaching end. But draft was a 92, like I said, and the front office was a 91. Interesting. How freaking far down do we have to go? Tied for 8th, the San Francisco 49ers.
With the Ravens?
No, the Ravens were tied for 4th.
A 4th? Okay.
Yeah, the Bills and Ravens were tied for 4th.
Because the Ravens are almost the same team as the Bengals, so I can understand that.
Yeah, it says overall roster minus QB 88, quarterback 92.7,
yeah.
Coaching 92.7,
yeah,
draft 83, and then front office 93. Well, yeah, their front office should be up there. All they do is draft freaking crazy.
Unbelievable guys, yeah.
Yeah. And then the Bills overall roster minus QB was 86.7, but their quarterback was 96. Good for 3rd. Coaching 91.3. Draft was only an 83.7, although that's still good for 7th overall. And then front office was 92.7. So this is like a power ranking, but it's like including all kinds of things.
Okay.
You got the Steelers. Let's see how far we have to go down before any of our teams show up.
It'll probably be Atlanta and I'm gonna guess 18.
Detroit's 11.
That's about right.
Packers.
Jets, the Packers. The Packers?
Yeah.
In front of the Jets?
Yeah, that's the Packers at 14.
All right, I'm done. I don't care anymore about that list.
Overall roster minus QB is at 80.
They might only have. They might literally be They might only have 6 wins this year.
Yeah, but it's also going into coaching, which is an 88. The draft, which is an 86.3, and then the front office, which was an 81.7. Those are their highest ones. The quarterback only got 72.7.
They have a terrible front office.
But no, they're saying they have a better one than so the Jets, their overall roster minus their QB was 85. Their quarterback 87.3. Coaching 73.7, which was 14, which is 24th. And then draft, they only got a 79. And then front office is a 76.7.
Yeah, lower drafted. Okay.
So they must have really liked the Packers draft.
I mean, I guess. I mean, I thought that drafting 2 tight ends that are the same exact guy was not the best idea.
This has New England Patriots at 16th and says their coaching is only 89.7.
Okay, you know what? You can stop reading that.
Seems a little low. No, I'm going to see until we find one of our teams. Let's see who's higher.
No, it doesn't even make sense.
Oh, the Chicago Bears at 21.
Chicago's probably 2021. Atlanta's not right around the same thing. I would think Atlanta's exactly the same.
They gave you the 11th ranked quarterback in the NFL.
That's about right. We have 11 and 12.
So overall roster minus the QB is 27th ranked at 70.3.
I think it could be better. I think our only thing I'm worried about, honestly, is the defensive line.
Hey, your draft 5th, 85.3.
Because we got needs. That makes sense. Okay.
81.3 for your quarterback, 76 for coaching.
I agree with that.
And then front offices. But I think everybody's relatively new, both front office and coaching.
So you have no idea what you're
never really proved themselves. Yeah. So that makes sense.
I still say Atlanta should be higher.
I'm going to be last, aren't I?
No, you're going to be 30th.
Falcons, 24.
20. Wow, that's low.
Their quarterback, 61.7.
That's why. Right there. That's why.
Yep, that's basically it. Yeah. Everything else is like mid-range. Well, overall roster minus QB is 20th at 78. The coaching's 81. That's not bad. Draft, 75.7. And then front office is a little low at 71.7.
Yeah, because Ryan Pace sucks.
Saints, Colts, 27. The Washington Commanders.
That's about right.
Oh, for the love of God. Overall roster minus QB, 80.3.
No, that's about right too.
Everything else is pretty bad.
Yeah, that's about right too.
Everything else is pretty bad. Quarterback, 61.7. Still not last, though. 30th, not last.
Obviously. Why would
Draft,
you be last?
73.3. Yeah, that's about right there. Coaching, 72.3. And then front office, 71. Well, you know.
It's because, 71, that's giving you some hope. I mean, Ron Rivera not knowing who's on his team is crazy.
God. Los Angeles Rams. Overall roster minus QB, 62.3.
Is that QB at 82?
73.3.
Really?
Yeah. Coaching's kind of down, too. Coaching's only 80.3.
McVay is good.
Even the Texans have better quarterback.
Yeah, CJ Stroud. I'm okay with CJ Stroud.
Who was the worst? I figure I was the worst.
Arizona.
Oh.
It's Arizona, but by a landslide.
Tampa Bay, 56.3.
Lower than Arizona?
Arizona's QB 72.7.
It's the QB, but I mean the ranking should be like.
Oh no, Arizona's 32.
It was like minus the QB should be like 4.
Oh no, minus the QB is 56.7.
Yeah, it should be like a 4. Like it's just like.
No, but I was just looking at Tampa's QB at 56.7.
Yeah, because they don't even know who's going to be the starter for sure.
That's the only thing really keeping the Bucs down. They'd be a lot higher.
That's kind of what we did with our tier ranking. Same thing we said.
Oh, that's not true. Coaching is 32 as well. Never mind. So coaching and quarterback, not very important things, you know.
Not this day and age. You don't need coaching or quarterback. We just do it ourselves. No more worry about it.
So yeah, the Cardinals were the worst overall roster minus the QB. I got to think the Rams were second. Yeah, the Rams were second. I only have two good teams in the Seahawks and the 49ers, and then just two atrocious teams.
Yeah, that's why I would say they might be the worst division because they have the two of the worst possible teams ever. Like,
I just thought that was kind of interesting when I ran across them.
All right, well, because someone else jumped in, I'm going to randomize this thing right now, and I'm going to just put that team at the end and
NFC teams.
Put an NFC list on that list right there. So
or NFC players, I guess.
Yeah, randomize it once, randomize twice, 3 times, one more. Oh, I'll make you last anyway. All right. All right, Mark. You started off.
Oh, did I get the first pick?
Yep.
Okay. Never had such power in my life.
That means it must not count. So I'm gonna start it. Let me share it first.
I was gonna say, are we gonna get it up there?
Guess I can't have you do everything. Not this time. Last week, yes, you can do everything. All right, this is what we got. And here we go. Start the draft. All right. And while you do that, I'm gonna put some NFC guys in here.
Go. Oh, it is. Okay. I'm on the clock. Patrick Mahomes. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, he is it. Wow, my brain. I'm not going to lie. I literally almost drafted Justin Jefferson. For some weird reason in my mind, I was like, all right, NFC teams. And I don't know why.
Because it only makes sense. I mean, let me finish up with this. All right.
What do I go with?
Tell me when you got your idea, and I'll stop.
I'll just do it. He's ranked the highest. Taylor, is he going to do anything? I mean, obviously, if I don't get him now, he's not going to be there.
Yeah, this is it.
Second round.
This is your chance to get your guy. I'm realizing that it's resetting your time every time I do that. So no, that's it.
Screw it. I'm just gonna go with it. It's gut feeling.
All right, Chubb. I don't hate that at all.
I know Stefanski. I think he's gonna come to his senses and be like, I should have run the ball with Sean Watson.
Now you're in a dream world.
Oh, receiver, huh? Jamar Chase. All the receivers are going to be going on. Oh. All right. All on the running backs. It's okay. Remember, guys, only AFC players. In case we didn't specify enough.
I am trusting my gut. My homie.
That is actually who I was trying to decide between.
Mahomes or Nick Chubb?
Mm-hmm. But in the end, I decided, Tyreek
Hill. I like that.
Even if Josh Allen gets taken, there's still Burrow.
Also Eckler. Oh, but we have 2 running backs this time now. 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers.
Oh, I didn't even look at. Oh, we do have 2.
That changes things, just so you guys how important it is to get your guy.
See this. Interesting. Oh, there went Derrick Henry. So you went with Jonathan Taylor. See, I saw him, but I was like, I don't know. I went with the guy who's behind the top tier offensive line. Okay.
I can't help that.
Who are we going with? Travis Etienne. Najee Harrison.
I've never taken a quarterback this early.
Oh, Joey B. With Joey B, ladies and gents.
Like, never.
But see, like, here's the thing with only 5 people. Oh, dang. I thought for a second Travis Kelce might fall to me.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to lie.
Because I really want to do Kelce.
I was literally like...
I was like, if no one gets him, he comes back around, I'm taking Travis Kelce. But, you know, with Patrick Mahomes already going, I don't have that stack, so...
Anyone going to get Josh Jacobs? Is he too risky?
That's the problem. He got on the plane and left. Just that's right? The problem.
Gotta go with my boy Stephon Diggs.
I can't hate with that. Well, are you gonna get the stack right here?
I mean, it's staring me in the face.
It's staring you right in the face. Wow. Man, I'm upset that we let that happen.
Right? I mean, saw Diggs, and then I'm like, well, I mean, I guess I can't let that go.
I can't believe we did that. Oh my God.
That's why I said, I was like, but even to the contrary, I could have just gone another position player. If it wasn't for the fact that double stack was there, I wouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
Well, because the double stack's there, I gotta take it. But even if I hadn't gone Josh Allen and then like he doesn't come back, even if 2 other quarterbacks go, that could still leave Herbert, Lawrence.
This is way too early. He's
with all the available quarterbacks, I agree.
It's way too early. I'm disappointed in myself.
That's what I'm saying. Like, even if I waited till like the 10th round and got like Trevor Lawrence because he's still just sitting there, I could have had a stacked team with Trevor Lawrence. But I couldn't let the double stack go. I was like,
that's what I was thinking all the time.
I had to do it. Look, see, Martin's taking the right approach, although he doesn't have a running back, so good luck there, I guess.
Well, I mean, it's still so deep. I think one thing we've realized that how deep it could go now.
Well, we're so used to having nothing. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it.
Hey, Anthony, I expect better from y'all.
I expect better from you.
Way too early for QBs for a 5-person draft. See, that's what I was saying. But I knew if I didn't take him, Martin probably would have taken Josh Allen, either in the 2nd or the 3rd.
Ooh, yeah.
Devontae just went.
It's like I'm holding my breath. Like, man, that's not good.
Right?
Like, what were we thinking? I know exactly what we were thinking, but yeah.
We were like, QBs.
Yeah.
We haven't had them.
We haven't had them in like in 8 drafts, guys.
Early and often.
We haven't had them so long. Like, Rasta could go wait to the 10th round and get a QB and still be the best QB out there. We have top 5 QB out there.
I say Lawrence will be there. Lamar Jackson's still there.
Exactly.
But you know, it is what it is.
Oh man, he got Hill, Waddle. Okay. And
the prize for fastest team goes to.
I always worry about doing that though. You know, with the Hill, having 2 receivers from the same team, even if they are both really, really good. Because then I have to replace 2 of them during the bye. And then if I have another good receiver, and I have to worry about which one do I take out. I do always worry that way.
Now, that's the only good thing that came out of D-Hop going to the Titans. Because for the longest time, he was linked to the Patriots. And I was like, I already got Juju. Please don't do this to me. Please don't do this to me. I can't take it. Don't need 2 New England Patriots receivers. I mean, if it was 2 Chiefs receivers that were that good, I'd be like, sure, sign me up. They got Mahomes.
Because you get Mahomes get the ball. Yeah, that makes sense.
He called us scrubs. Yeah, we're scrubs.
Yeah. No, I mean, this was a mistake.
Sounds about right. Don't be worried about having top 12 guys when I can be the wide receiver room.
Or wide receiver 2. Yeah. That is true. You know what's going to be funny when we all realize it's an IDP?
Don't be worried about having 2 top 12 guys when one can be the wide receiver room.
Yeah. Either one. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about it. I agree. But I didn't know, for the fact that we knew 2 running backs are starting, it was important.
You might have an issue.
Why? 15, 14, 13. Here we go.
Roadrunners running out of time. Anthony, what are you doing? Oh, Najee Harris.
Najee Harris.
Job.
Okay. All right.
Good job.
Well, it worked out for me.
Yeah, you're just like, well, you got Martin on one side of you, so that kind of sucks. But
that just worked for me right there. Even the whole Joe Burrow is definitely too early. Again, T. Higgins as my wide receiver kind of helps out a little bit.
I mean, he's got to go running back, right?
He has to. And
nobody has Josh Jacobs. That's interesting.
You want Ramondre Stevens. You tell me you could get you gonna get Jacobs. You're gonna take Jacobs right here, aren't you?
Why?
Because you'll have Chubb and Jacobs.
I forgot we didn't bring this up. We should have. Did you hear who took the first snap with the team one? That running back with the Eagles?
Oh, Penny, right?
Rashard Penny.
Rashard Penny, yeah. Penny. I was like, of all the guys, really?
Right? I was like, okay, that's good. God, receivers dropped dramatically.
That's why I had to get my T. Higgins right there. I was like, yeah. Lord. And it kind of works out. Okay. And the fact that we have 2 wide receivers, and that's why Rasta and Rasta was smart that you took who you took.
All right. So you have 2, 1, and 1. I mean, he's still there. Is he going to play, though? That's the question. Screw it. I can't let him go.
It just makes sense to take him.
And then I'm also going to just do this because I'm a dick. Give me the running back.
So don't worry about wide receivers over here. I don't need those. Keep me all your running
everyone
backs.
has at least 2. Well, 2 teams have 2, and they each have 1. So, and I mean, like right now, the top one is Calvin Ridley. I'm not sure how impressed I am with him. Jerry Jeudy is technically the top guy, but even him, kind of like his team didn't even want him.
I knew he was going to take J.K. Dobbins. I knew it. I just didn't want to say it. I was like, let me just be quiet right here. I knew it.
Oh, maybe I should have gone that round. Oh. I'm okay with Dameon Pierce. I just had to go running back to cover myself in case Josh Jacobs doesn't play. I think he legitimately could hold out.
Wow. Well,
it's getting slim up. You with Jerry Jeudy? I'm not that high on Jeudy anymore.
I'm not either, but you know what? Said, all right, why not?
Oh wow, I feel like an idiot.
Wow. You know, I was looking at because it's no tight end tab.
Oh,
I just
totally
went over that.
Feel like an idiot right now.
Wow.
Why is there no tight end tab, man?
That's what messed me up.
Ooh. Me and Rasta over here. I mean, if Josh Jacob plays, me and Rasta are battling for best running backs.
Joe Mixon, ETN, Eckler. Ooh.
Yep. Chubb, Jacobs, Pierce. I wish I'd gone J.K. Dobbins, though. Should have looked further down. I just saw Pierce and ran with it.
I don't blame you, though. can you believe in Kansas City that CEH is the one who took the first team reps?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Speaking of running backs,
It's like,
thought
what?
that was interesting.
Sauce Gardner.
That's the first defender taken. Interesting. I'm mad at that, but at the same time, I feel like
You say, okay, I understand at least.
I don't know how fantasy relevant Sauce Gardner might be, just because he might turn into like a Ramsey or a Revis Island, where teams just don't even go in that direction.
Mm-hmm. So you're just
Like,
too good. Sorry.
yeah, they're like, oh, no, can't go over there.
Mm, mm, mm.
He says all the leading running backs are drafted now. Might be. Hey, what up, Kadani? How we doing? I mean, I'm doing all right. Not too bad. Can't complain.
All right, good now. All right, took Roquan.
Hey, we're on defense now. Guess I missed that memo.
Oh, we were in what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 round. 6th round.
We should start doing some more for the other team, though.
So Martin says, yeah, I'm staying away from him. I'm staying away from him as the first DB. Maybe I'll grab him when at a risky DB2 to potentially start if the year goes okay, because he might not see any balls.
Right.
I mean, seeing Sauce Gardner is by far your number one DB, and on that team, I could see them just staying, like treating him just like you said, Revis Island. And when you have a guy who can take an entire side of the field out the way, it's hard having him fantasy and him being fantasy relevant. It's not about how awesome you are. It's about how many plays you make. So, what do you think Martin does right here?
I don't know. I think he's going to go with Devontae Williams.
That's a good one, because I was considering taking him too. I was like, I think that's a good one. Let's see. Since I have a chance, since he's doing that, I'm going to set a couple players. There's a lot of quarterbacks still available.
I knew there was a lot of quarterbacks available.
Because we took them way too early. Amateur. It's amateur hour. All right, George Pickens. Okay. Where do you go now? 2 receivers, 3 running backs. Got your quarterback already. Where do you go?
It's too early.
Depends on what you're looking for. Kincaid? Ooh, that might be.
Oh, well. It's too late. Going with my Bills theme here, okay. My Bills theme team.
We'll say Lucan. I like that.
Yeah, I was leaning towards Lucan, but
I thought I can grab somebody, but you have no idea what you have in Kansas City now.
right. Oh, geez, we have like no bench, dude.
I don't care.
I can't even do backups, man.
Because we'll be going forever. That's what I was like, No, we don't need a tight end. Yo, peanut butter and waivers, what's up?
No, but I thought Dalton Kincaid was better than the remaining receivers.
I can understand that too. Yeah.
So that's why I did it.
Hey, so Rasta gets Justin Herbert in the 7th round.
I told you it was gonna happen.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised he went Justin Herbert and never mind. Oh, I was waiting. Because we're gonna sit there and go through all this, and then Martin's gonna end up with Lamar Jackson and have a better year than all of us. Then I'm gonna be pissed. I can't believe Myles Garrett went right one pick before me. That just changed everything. Man. All right. Anthony said, yeah, I was thinking Lamar, but he hasn't finished the season in like 3 years. So Herbert finished the season with a broken ribs. Just saying. Understood. But I do believe Lamar was looking at him like, okay, you guys treat me like a running back, and without my contract, I ain't gonna play hurt. It still hurts a little bit. I'm not playing. So I think he'll surprise everybody and have a full season right this year. While Mark looks through his team, trying to figure out what Martin's going to do.
Whatever, Rasta. Why are you so mean?
Wow, he went Michael Pittman.
Here.
You should go. You should get Lamar just because. Like, no, I'm not going to let you have him. Let's see. What does he do?
What do I do? These are all questions.
It's
answers.
I know I would. But I don't want to say it because then if you do it, I'll be pissed. Okay. He said, hey, the silence means it's been getting serious. Yeah, I know for the last 3 turns, I'm like, all right, come on. Let's go, Mark. Oh, interesting. Minka Fitzpatrick, then Will Anderson. I like it. Especially you have that flexibility now. So I do like that a lot. Derwin James.
I was going back and forth between the two, but I decided I went with Minka. I think he's going to have a better year. Because his team might be on defense more.
Oh, man. See, I always go DB, but I don't like a lot of DBs in the AFC. I like safeties. I like going safety, but they'll come back.
Yeah, I kind of lean that direction too. I kind of prefer safeties over corners.
Yeah, and I still went corner.
You didn't use a safety.
Petrie? Oh, Petrie. Okay, yeah, never mind. I know it.
Yeah, I was like, what are you talking about? Oh, you thought you hit Snead?
Yeah, I thought I hit Snead.
I was like, I'm pretty sure Petrie's a safety. I just like the fact that safeties also they do coverage,
And
they get picks, they do that, but they also play the run.
And they can play
blitz
and sacks.
That's what I said. Blitz, play run, like they do everything.
Yeah.
Whereas corners do that, but just not as much.
No, you don't get corner blitz is very rare that you get the corner blitz as much.
Right.
Yes. I realize that.
I know. I was literally like, and I like safeties, but I still went corner. And I was like, wait a minute.
I thought I hit Snead because
I was literally like, wait, what am I missing here?
Oh my goodness.
Martin's probably thinking the same thing as me. Like,
Twitter fingers not fast enough. I'm still we're in the 10th round.
Yep. Oh, we have 13 rounds. I'm like so off right now with my timestamps. I realized that I must have missed a round because usually it's about 2 minutes per round.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm over here looking like, because like he got Herbert, and you're like, oh, he got Herbert in the 7th round. And I'm like, why am I only in the 6th round? Then I realized there was like a 4-minute gap between one of them, and I'm like, I missed one.
Man. Doesn't even matter. I was thinking about being a dick and just taking Lamar. But why would it even matter? Because, I mean, he could just take Trevor Lawrence.
Well, at this point, I'm like, I don't have space for a backup quarterback.
Yeah. So. You just got to roll what you got and then stream it after you go. Where do I go? So what should I be thinking? Looking at my team, who should I be looking at? Every time I think of someone, I'm like,
I'm an idiot. I almost would have done something so stupid.
What are you gonna do?
What's wrong with me? I was over here looking at players, and I was like, ooh, I'm gonna get this guy because he could do multiple things. And I was like, got everything all set, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh, that's that guy is a Cardinal. I can't draft him. Like, good thing I realized this.
Man.
Oh, that could have been so bad.
See, I had people in my queue, and all of them are gone. I'm like, I don't know what to do.
Man, I'm kind of upset now. I would have been so perfect if I could have done it. I was literally like,
oh, I can't take that guy.
Damn. Yeah, what are you doing?
I was hoping I could just take him. I was like, yeah, just give me that one.
Oh, is that why you put him back in again?
I'm not.
What is happening? Hit remove player. You're on auto draft. That's why.
Oh, okay. So I got
you. You got to take your auto draft. Don't pick anybody, Martin. We got a newbie here. Doesn't know what he's doing.
I'm only doing 3 things at the same time. Sorry, guys.
A cheater over here. I'm gonna throw Micah Parsons on my team. See if anybody knows.
That would have been a good way to do it. That would have been a very smart move on my part.
Martin. Bruh.
All right, I was just going to the person I was going to get anyway.
I would have had a better chance getting away with Isaiah Simmons than you getting away with Micah Parsons. Okay. It's in the Q tab.
Oh my goodness. Go back in.
I'm on the clock. Keenan Allen. Dang, he had that lined up, didn't he?
He was ready. That's what I was trying to. There we go. I feel like I didn't have much time to think about it. Yes, I'm also trying to do all the other stuff, so I couldn't queue. Sorry, guys. Having to say stuff when Mark wasn't doing anything. I was like, all right, let me figure out stuff.
Many people to choose from.
But it's hard because you see so many NFC teams and you're like, okay, I can't take this person. I can't take this person.
Wish there was more linebacker DB combinations.
Exactly, more than Simmons.
Yeah, Simmons is really the only one, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, I have separated the screen. I have it on 4 different screens.
This guy with his 4 different screens.
Let's see.
Go Joey B.
All right, I don't mind that. Joey Bosa. He's not hurt. He's great. That's what you're looking for, guys. You can take a risk on guys now. Like your entire team. If you look at the risk, you have some good ones. You get late that can be top tier people. Damian Harris. Okay. I don't mind that at all.
Keep it alive, guys. My Buffalo theme team. There's worse teams, right?
I mean, might as well go all in. Get it.
Well, I mean, there's worse teams to be going all in on.
That is true. Okay, this one.
This needs to be 12th, not 10th. What are we doing, Mark?
I took Lamar now. Yeah. Why not?
You know, I don't know if I've ever spelled this word in my life, and it just looks so weird.
What?
12th.
Hey, Rasta said, hey, maybe I need a 5th screen then, huh?
Maybe.
Because I have ESPN here, StreamYard, Sleeper. I have another Sleeper up there, but it's the one I'm sharing. The other one I don't want to touch. So maybe I do need a 5th one. I like the Corey Davis. I think that's a pretty good one. And then, so we got D Hop, Vontae Adams, Henry and Najee Harris, running backs. Oh, wait a minute. That's right. Pacheco didn't get used because he was hurt. All right. All right. Poyer, Buckner. I like those 2 moves. Right, Mark?
Oh, sorry. Am I supposed to be talking?
It's like my turn comes before yours.
Yes, DeForest Buckner. I don't know. I'm not. I don't know. I've said it before, but I'm not as high on defensive tackles. But it's a changing game. They can make some noise. And obviously Jordan Poyer, if he can stay healthy. Jalen
Ramsey. I don't mind Ramsey either. All right, so my 2 linemen are good. My problem is I only have 1 linebacker. That's not good.
Oh, 13 was not enough, man. I'm not gonna have a backup quarterback. I think
I'm just gonna forget backup.
I got 2 receivers. Ooh, Greg Rousseau, Chris Jones. I have no backups for my defense.
That's the problem.
Well, if I could get Isaiah Simmons, I'm golden. Because that's a backup DB as well as a backup linebacker.
Hey, isn't it your turn?
I can't get Isaiah Simmons. He's in the NFC.
You can't take Arizona guys?
Look at that. Top quarterbacks remaining. Trevor Lawrence wasn't drafted. Interesting. I'm going to get him right now. It's best ball.
It is best ball, so.
Go receiver. But are there any left at this point? Treylon Burks.
Yeah, that's Treylon Burks, and there's your guy. Your first round draft pick.
Yeah, Quinn Johnston's just sitting right there.
So your first round draft pick is sitting there.
Marcus Williams. Or Mike Williams.
Mike Williams is what I was like, yeah.
Don't mind me. Zay Flowers, who reportedly is the best receiver in camp right now.
I mean, Odell Beckham Jr. is saying, "Oh, I might not play another year." Like, what?
Right?
Really?
Kadarius Toney, but we all don't want to draft him.
And then you draft him, and he'd be hurt tomorrow.
I'm go with Zay Flowers.
Not bad. It's not bad.
Just because, I like Johnston, but I think from a first-year standpoint, I don't know how involved he's going to be.
He's definitely a third receiver, and then could even, bounce back depending on what's going on.
I mean, with injuries, but I don't want to wish injuries on people. Oh, I'm on the clock still. I guess I stop talking. Do my pick, huh? For me.
Yeah, you didn't talk. No, you're good.
Guess we go defense, I guess. I don't know.
You go DB, I guess. Because you still have the IDP player, right?
Because
you only have 3 guys on defense.
There's not enough, man. Well, maybe he'll get the designation this year.
Trevor Lawrence. All right. That was fast.
So he just wanted to make sure he was going to win or he wasn't going to lose on his bye.
Yeah.
While all of us are just like, screw it. One quarterback.
No, I was going to wait till the last one to go. And hopefully, I didn't even check if Cincinnati and Cleveland have the same bye. Because they could.
No.
Okay.
7-5.
I was worried. I was like, oh, here we go.
I mean, if Kyle Hamilton at some point gets that linebacker designation, my team will be solid on the defensive end. Oh, no.
Linebacker?
If he's like an Isaiah Simmons.
Is he big enough for that?
He's 6'4".
And 190 pounds, right?
No, 6'4", 230.
I didn't realize he was that big, really.
Oh, sorry, 6'4", 220.
That's still big. I mean, you're not like the number you said is not crazy. Yeah.
He's a big kid, man. Yeah, he's a beast.
220. Wow, that's
I'm not gonna lie. I played
Madden
Ultimate. I play Madden Ultimate Team, and I got a 99 version of his card, and I play him at middle linebacker on my nickel sets.
Wow, I like that, man.
Because I'm like 6'4", get back there. You can do it. Back him up in the coverage. I have like 3 safeties on the field.
This covers the whole field. That's good. I like
it.
Herbert
throwing for 5,200.
Oh my god.
QJ is good for 1K. I mean, that's only 58 yards per game. But if Allen or Williams miss time, he's my sleeper. Oh, I agree.
I can see that.
Finish like ARSB and OBJ.
OBJ's could be interesting.
I'm on Ross St. Brown.
Yeah.
Oh, I like him a lot. I drafted him in my Dynasty League, so I got high hopes for him.
All right, so let's look at these teams.
That one team is stacked, although they're back.
Oh, okay.
He's talking about quarterback.
He's talking about these guys, their rookie years. Okay.
Yeah. No, I get you. I figure that's what you're saying. That team 6, man, their backup quarterback has issues, but
I don't know. Yeah, okay. He's only he Jalen Hurts is the backup, I guess, on this one, especially.
You're freaking on drugs if you think I'm going to bench Jalen Hurts for
Justin
Fields.
You might.
Okay, all right.
You might.
We're doing Anthony's team first.
Yeah, let's do Anthony's first. So he went number 1, Patrick Mahomes, which is crazy, but you know what? We all kind of went a little early, so it's not that the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, I know. I'm not going to say that was bad.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the best quarterback,
the best player in the NFL, most likely. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And then with Derrick Henry and Najee Harris. Problem with Najee Harris is he's just always injured. So, but you have to start 2 running backs in this one, so that'll be interesting.
You did get Mark Andrews.
So now you have Devontae Adams, Mark Andrews, D Hop, and Corey Davis. Would you rather have had another running back than Corey Davis? Because you have Mark Andrews?
Yeah, but at the same time, he needed someone for. Although he's screwed anyway because DeAndre and Corey Davis have the same bye.
Yeah.
So that didn't help. But yeah, it probably should have gone another. But again, the bench being so short, you're gonna get screwed on one position. But I don't know if I would have done that at running back.
Okay.
So I did kind of agree.
Now, but defensive, I mean, DBs he did Sauce Gardner, Jalen Ramsey. Sauce Gardner. I can't blame him for taking. Those are the 2 best DBs, right? And that's number 1 and number 2. Yeah. I mean, yeah, but they're so good, we may not ever get the ball.
Except for I do like the Ramsey pick because this could be the year he could be relevant because of the guy who's on the other side.
Yeah,
you're just not going to throw it to any side. You got to pick a side.
You're just going to run the ball up the middle. That's all you got.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you got to pick a side. Oh, you're going to throw it in the middle? Well, you got Holland lurking in the middle. So
yeah. All right, then.
So this could be a breakout year, I think, for Ramsey.
TJ Watt, always good at linebacker because if he's healthy, he has a ton of sacks. That's just what it is.
Yep, that was a good.
And then I like that. Your other one is Myles Garrett. You can get more points on defense than anything.
Yeah, but he's actually playing TJ at linebacker.
Oh, because he has to, because he only has 1 linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And then Quinn Williams is playing his flex.
Yeah.
Well, or one of the DBs, I guess. But
yeah.
But yeah, TJ has to be the linebacker. He's the only linebacker on the field. Which isn't terrible. I mean, he puts up points.
Yeah, but if you you always put Sauce Gardner at your flex. Yeah. It's not what you're going to do, but yeah, you could.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we do the NFC one. Like someone like Isaiah Simmons is going to be super popular.
Wait, if you especially have a short bench, because I didn't want to go too far over what we already had.
No, I get you.
Picks, but if we have a short bench, that is going to make you have to really be thinking about your position. Exactly what Martin said. So barely had a bench really made me think about certain positions. I agree.
No, I agree. That's why I towards the end, I was like, I mean, I do know defense can win and lose you games, but not having offensive options could really lose games. So I literally made a decision.
So we need more picks next week. If we have more picks, it's going to be uneven, though.
No, I think you'll keep it the same.
Yeah.
You just got to find people, like I said, like Isaiah Simmons, who's linebacker DB. And you could be like, hey, you're going to be doing both for me because
you only pick 4 guys on the defense, and then because everyone has dual eligibility.
Well, I was literally looking at having Minka Fitzpatrick, Will Anderson, Joey Bosa, and then I really did want Isaiah Simmons. And I was like, that right there. And then if I had like Kyle Hamilton,
then you're good. You don't have
then
nothing
I'm
else
good
to worry
because
about. Yeah.
the 2 linebackers play linebacker. Simmons plays linebacker.
Your defensive line is set. Everything is set, no matter what. So
yep.
I agree.
So, but like I said, it was difficult.
All right, we got Rasta
overall,
then, because I think Anthony, you did good for what you had. I really do. Rasta had Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, and Calvin Ridley. That's just 3 running. And and Amari Cooper as his 4 wide receivers. That's a solid wide receiver core.
Oh no, yeah, he did really good. I like Cal, like number one receiver. Jalen Waddle could be a number one receiver. Amari Cooper, although Amari Cooper did get hurt.
Yeah.
Should be ready week 1, I believe, though.
I think they say he's probably trending towards being ready week 1.
Yeah.
Austin Eckler could easily be your best fantasy running back out of the AFC.
Yep.
And then Travis Etienne is
right there.
behind
and Joe Mixon that far down.
Yeah.
Joe Mixon that far down.
And to get
that
Herbert,
could be the sleeper of the draft.
Herbert could compete with any of these quarterbacks we have, not named Mahomes, and you can get him in the 7th round. That's great.
And then he goes, I was going to pick Cook from the Bills, but I picked Corey Davis. I don't know why. Sometimes
I got you.
You got that timer, it's clicking, and then you panic and
like Corey Davis.
I did it last week, man. My first 4 picks were god awful.
You're right. I remember last week's.
Yeah, I was thinking.
I was like,
what is the wrong doing? Shaq. I picked. I don't know what I was doing.
And then I was like, I'll get this Shaq. Okay, fine.
And then Martin says, I messed up on having another wide receiver. I should have grabbed another linebacker.
Well,
it was tough, man.
It's hard.
Tough.
It's hard to make those decisions. So you got Nick Bolton. We got Bolton and Mosley as your linebackers. Yeah, he
stole Bolton from me,
which is great.
I was hoping he'd fall for me. And you got Mosley too. And Matthew Judon in the last. Good lord.
Yeah, I was like getting Judon, then Buckner and Poyer.
You know what's funny is the way he did DeForest Buckner might not even be on it do anything because I don't know if he score enough points because it's probably gonna be another best ball, right?
Yep.
So
might not score enough points to do anything. Yeah.
Yeah, because with Matthew Judon will be your lineman.
Your lineman. You got linebacker. You have your IDP and your DB.
And then you got IDP in them. Yep. Exactly. Yep. That's crazy.
It's a good team. Good. It's a very good team. All right, let's look at Martin's.
And then Justin Herbert that late.
It works. Just like I love Martin with Lamar and Trevor Lawrence.
That's why I said if it wasn't for the double stack, I wouldn't have taken Josh Allen that early.
All right, so
double stack, that potential it got me. I had to do it.
He went Jamar Chase 1, Kelsey 2, Garrett Wilson 3. How you feel about those first 3?
Well, I mean, Travis Kelce will be your flex all year.
Yep. And you have your 2 wide receivers right there off the top.
And then you got Jamar Chase and Garrett Wilson will be your target 2 for sure. And then even his running backs at Ramondre Stevenson, J.K. Dobbins, and Javonte Williams can be as good as he was before he got hurt.
The only thing you're gonna have with that is about injury, because all 3 of those guys always miss time.
That's true too.
All 3 of them. Williams coming off the ACL.
That is the one knock with Ramondre, but that's like every New England running back. I feel like these days. And then obviously J.K. with his knee.
Yep. At any point in time, having no cartilage, and Williams coming off the ACL. Yeah, that's. Yeah. All 3 of your running backs are the same problem, but all can be very explosive. So they
have very high ceiling. So if they can stay healthy, you could be really dominant there. Obviously, you got Aluakon, the beast. And then you obviously Pittman and then Keenan Allen that late. That's insane.
That's good, but I think
so. You got Jamar Chase.
His defense is not good.
Yeah, I agree with what he said. Instead of another receiver, I would almost be instead of Pittman,
exactly.
I would have got maybe a linebacker.
Yeah.
Or that dual eligibility linebacker. So that would have been good for your defensive line and your linebacker position.
Because as right now, Fulsay, Lucan, Rousseau, Derwin James.
Yeah, he literally has 3 defensive people.
That's it. So that means you're not going to have an IDP guy ever.
Nope.
So.
But to be fair, his offense is so good, he might not need it. Plus, when he's playing me or Rasta or Roadrunner with our one running. Oh, no, he got 2 quarterbacks. Never mind. Me and Rasta were the only ones who were we're only going to do 1 quarterback.
Because you could always, I mean, and that's the thing about even with Marcus. I mean, I know it's the best ball, so he's not going to get the points for that. But really, he could look at the team and say, you know, if it is really running the team, he'll just pick it off the waiver wire.
I didn't think we were doing stuff like that. I thought
we're not because it's best ball. But I'm just saying, if this was a real league, that's exactly what you'll think about doing.
I do like his team though, because I do feel like his offense could be so good. It doesn't matter that he's missing the IDP.
I think he made the great first 7 picks were great, and then towards the end he could have did better.
I don't argue that, but
it still puts him in a pretty good shape. Yeah, just one extra defensive guy would have been it.
Because he's not the only one. Like Roadrunner, he only has his 4 people. Anthony only has his 4 people, right?
But Martin only has 3. So then if he loses one.
Yeah, but if he plays one of those people who have a bye, does it matter?
That's true. As long as no one gets hurt.
I'm just saying.
You hope that someone has a bye.
And then his offense is good, or someone has an injury, because we're so honestly, I don't think, like, yeah, it's a little bit like, oh, that sucks.
Not having a whole player
but
does
I feel like with buys and injuries, it'll be okay.
We'll see.
His offense is just really good.
All right, then we'll look at yours.
I don't know, do you mind now?
So Nick Chubb, Jacobs, Pierce, Damian Harris. I mean, it's spread out enough that no matter what, you're going to be good at running back.
Right? Like, I honestly feel in my hearts of hearts, Damian Harris will be the number 1 running back in Buffalo.
I think by week 3, they'll say it. And then we got Stephon Diggs, George Pickens, and Zay Flowers at your receivers. With Dalton Kincaid also there, because that's really 4 receivers you have. Josh Allen having that stack with Stephon Diggs is great. That's a lot of points right there. Now we're going to look at defensive line. Will Anderson, Joey Bosa. They both have the same linebacker D-line. So I thought that was pretty good. So that kind of covers you for multiple things. And then Mika Fitzpatrick.
Well, maybe if I had more players. Well, I guess I do have 2 DBs.
No, you're fine. You got 2 DBs, 2 linebackers. That works. So you're going to be covered through your positions.
Well, but I only have 4 players, so on bye weeks I'm going to be screwed.
Yeah, on bye weeks you have something missing.
Yeah,
that's true. I guess we'll look at.
But I mean, I had to make sacrifices. So.
This is what you have to do when you have a short bench.
Yeah,
you have to make. You have to figure out what you're going to do. Where are you going to go harder on instead? Whatever.
I think at the end of the day, you just have to know that like everybody else has the same issues. So.
Exactly. So I went Taylor, Hall, and Pacheco. Figuring by week 1, all 3 will be healthy. They all 3 also had injury problems last year, so very much like Martin. Very much like Martin. T. Higgins, Judy, Kirk are my receivers. I am very light at receiver, but that's because I went bigger and harder on defense.
But I do feel like, even though Calvin Ridley is penciled, I don't even think Calvin Ridley's penciled in as the 2, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Right now, Kirk is still penciled as the
1. I think Christian Kirk being the number 1, he has that rapport with T-Law already. I think that was a good pickup that late, though, to get a number 1 receiver.
Then we got, of course, I got Joe Burrow, so that stack with T. Higgins works.
Right. There you go.
Linebacker, got Roquan Smith.
You got Roquan Smith.
That's it, guys.
Yeah. Hey, we have the short bench. We have to make sacrifices.
Yeah, so I say if I'm gonna get one, I'm getting the best one.
Right.
Then I got Crosby and Jones, mostly because they're going to be 2 of the top sack leaders overall. And then,
although, is there any worry with Chris Jones?
I am a little worried, but I think he will show up, and I think they'll give him some money.
I think that's the reason why the Chiefs had to bow out of the D-Hop conversation, because they couldn't extend Jones. They're very far apart, apparently.
But I think that they'll get it done. I think Chris Jones is being smart about this. He's a veteran. He doesn't want to be there week 1, so that's why he's doing it. I think he'll be there week 1. And then I got Petrie and Sneed for my DB/IDP. That works. And because it's the best ball, I want to get Deshaun, because no matter when Joe Burrow, the quarterback still gets you a lot of points. So having that backup quarterback meant something to me. So even if I was a little short somewhere else, I got 3-3, and I got 2 quarterbacks because I need a quarterback there all the time. So it was strategic, but yeah, it is what it is. So what do you guys think? Where do you vote? Who's the best team? Oh, who's gonna win? And let's put what Rasta said. Okay. So Anthony first said, Cowboys lost their safety for 6 weeks already.
Cool. I mean, that sucks. But...
Yeah, I know it makes you happy. So,
it sucks. I don't wish injuries on people.
Yeah, but teams. Like if they told me right now both tight ends for the Packers were out, I was like,
all right,
gosh darn it. Rasta said, I didn't realize we were playing this out like best ball. I definitely would have taken another quarterback, but it's only 1 week. Yeah, I agree. It's only 1 week. So
I agree too.
Yeah. Just when you're short,
plus if you places,
you try not to have the same shortness everywhere. Yeah.
I agree.
So what team are you taking?
I was looking at them.
We all have problems.
I mean, everybody has problems. But I think I would lean towards one that has... I mean, honestly, I'm leaning towards Martin. Just because we did get 2 quarterbacks. So when, there's a bye week for each of them, it's not going to just be an almost automatic loss like it would be.
2 quarterbacks matters. That means a lot. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I do like Rasta's team too.
I like Rasta's team a lot too, but that not having quarterback and being that short on your defense. The same thing I feel about Martin's. Being that short on Martin's defense is what concerns me.
Yeah, but I feel like that's a trend. I feel like everybody's short on the defense.
Now, but he has 3, so he has an open position always. And then if someone gets hurt, and then the bye week with him too. So there's going to be times where his defense only has 2 people.
Yeah, but if he plays me on week 6, 7, 5, or 13, I will also be missing a person.
1 person. You'll be missing 1. He's going to be missing 2 of them. He's always going to have 1 missing, and then there's also the bye weeks for everything. So he's going to be missing 2 at times.
Oh, so if I play him week 5, I'll only have 3, but he's only going to have 2.
Exactly.
I forgot about that little detail.
So like that's what it's a whole player.
I still feel like his defense.
10 to 12 points.
Enough.
I don't know if any defense could take up 10 to 12 points.
I mean, to be fair, if you do say one team's better than the other, it's not by much.
I don't know.
I feel like
I can say any team's better.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's hard because like you could be like, oh, my team, I got Nick Chubb, Stephon Diggs, Josh Allen. I mean, if Josh Jacobs does play,
like he said,
he says, yeah, I saw that, but I'll regroup next week.
If that's what it is. It doesn't matter. Like you have good players, everything makes sense, and then you realize, oh, I'm going to be missing this. So if you have an open position all the time, you also have buys, and don't let you have a double buy. You might actually rather have a double buy, have 2 buys, on 1 week because it only hurts you for 1 week. So
yeah, I see what you're saying now.
So yeah, so it's almost like
anything can happen with short bit. But that's the thing too. Like you could lose all 3 of your running backs in like 1 week.
Yep, you could. As I said, my running backs had injury problems.
Or for some people, 2 weeks or 2 running backs in 1 week because Roadrunner only has the 2.
Only has the 2, yeah.
Yeah.
But Derrick Henry plays almost every week, so he's probably going to play.
He does.
And you probably are the safest because you got Nick Chubb.
Right. And if Josh Jacobs plays, I could be really scared. But that's another big if, though. We don't know.
Mm-hmm. I think he plays, though.
So,
and then even when they're out, Dameon Pierce, I think you start 3 running backs. I can see you start 3 running backs and no problems.
Yeah.
And then you have the stack with Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, and then you choose one other receiver. Zay Flowers, Pickens. Like you could choose one of them. Put the other one.
I don't have to choose. It's best ball.
Exactly.
Dalton Kincaid goes off for that 40-point game. Boom.
Done.
Slot him into my flex.
Say winning.
Because I also got Allen for him too.
So no, I think I'm gonna go ahead and say everyone gets the same B. We all get a B, guys. This is why I'm giving it the same grade.
Yeah, I think we all kind of did the best we could with what we were dealing with. People just did things a little different.
Mm-hmm. But I understand what everyone was thinking. Like, if I'm going to get a quarterback early, Patrick Mahomes is the perfect one to get. You know, if you get another quarterback early, it better be a stack. If it's not Patrick Mahomes, it better be a stack. That's just what it is.
You can put it this way. Even though he got him in the fourth pick when we started, the top person on the board was Mahomes.
Yeah, always. Yeah. So,
but I just knew, just because early on my strategy was let the top quarterbacks go. I don't feel like there's going to be too much of a gap between like there'll be a little bit of a gap, but I feel like T-Law will be pretty good this year.
Yeah, he'd be good, but I don't think he's worried. Mahomes.
Yeah, I wasn't worried with Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, even Josh Allen. But the fact that Josh Allen fell to me in the third with the Stephon Diggs pick, I couldn't pass it up. But I originally wasn't. I was going to wait till like when Martin got a quarterback because like look, Trevor Lawrence went in the last round. Like I was literally almost tempted to do that because
I can see Joe Burrow throwing for 5,800 yards this year.
Yeah,
I can see Joe Burrow outdoing Mahomes this year in passing yards because of the
fix that offensive line.
Did they? I was looking at it. I really don't know.
We'll see.
I don't know.
I don't think they have to be exceptional for him to hit those numbers, though. They just need to be better than they have been.
Just not give up 8 sacks a game. That's it. But no, this is fun. I think this is going to be interesting to see how everything shakes out. Dude, we're in training camp now. This is crazy. And things are happening. People are leaving. People are arguing. People are getting new contracts. This is fun. This is football, guys. We've made it.
Right.
From that cold day in February. We're like, oh, it's the last week of the season. We made it. There you go, guys. Anthony says, I like my big, tall wide receivers for Patrick. Yeah. I can't argue with you. I can't argue.
Devontae Adams, DeAndre, Corey Davis, yeah.
If
only that was who he was really throwing to, though, right?
If only you see.
I mean, I wish to God he was throwing to freaking Diop.
Oh, my God. Can you imagine if Devontae Adams was on the same team as Patrick Mahomes with Travis Kelce there?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right. You got anything else today?
No, I think that's it. I'm excited. We got the NFC, and then we just have a full-out regular mock draft. I'm looking forward to both of those. I feel like we'll do a lot better in the NFC knowing how this one went.
Mm-hmm. Knowing what things we missed out on.
Right, because I even noticed with the other ones, like the first couple ones, we were kind of like even us, we were just like, ooh, I don't know what to do. I don't know. This is hard. And then by the friggin' last one that we did last week,
everyone was going through
like, got this. Yeah, it was going so fast. I was like, oh, I don't know what to pick.
It was like, all right, that's a 42-minute mock draft. So, that was fast.
Yeah, right. I think next week will be even more fun. And then I can't wait for that next one. We get our first full mock draft in with everybody, with IDP, rookies, everything. It's going to be fun.
18 rounds for that one. I think that's what we got to do.
Right.
All right. So, guys, New York Jets against Cleveland Browns, August 3rd, 7 Central, NBC. That's what we got.
Just a week and a half away.
It's coming. Everything is flying. I just can't believe we are already in football season, guys. I'm so happy right now that we finally did it. Like, we accomplished something. We made it.
Got through the off seasons. Yeah. It's fun, but also not as fun as when the season's actually going.
Exactly.
Like, I feel like there's high points in the off season where you're like, get super excited, but then like the next day you're just like, oh yeah.
There's still no football.
I was excited for a couple hours last night, but then it dawns on you again, like, oh yeah.
That's it. That's just what I was
that new player we just got. I still have to wait like 4 months. And then you got to do that training camp and preseason, and they're just like, nobody get hurt. Nobody get hurt. Nobody get hurt.
I'm sitting there like, please trade for edge rusher. Please trade for edge rusher. Please give me one. Give me one. So I'm going to say in the show with this, hey, Mark, give me an edge rusher, bro.
Okay. Well, if he has one available. every draft is fast until round 6 or 7. Yeah.
Then it gets nerve-wracking. I agree.
Right. And then you start getting to that, like, I don't know. It starts getting to the name.
Uh-oh. It froze up on us. All right. Come on back. All right, guys. Well, we're going to leave Mark just like that. Usually I'll take him down, but I won't leave him just like this. I'm going to say thanks for everyone watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for joining us in the draft. I really appreciate it. Mark, really appreciate you guys. And we will see you guys next week. Don't forget Sunday, we have our morning spike. I won't be there because I'll be traveling to Florida, but I'll be there all the rest of the days. Thanks, guys, for joining us, and we'll see you guys later. See you, Mark.
Getting hyped when I aim up, elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm winning till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place.